Picture this. You are standing on the deck of a massive cruise ship, surrounded by walls of rock shooting 2,000 feet straight up into the sky, waterfalls cascading down on both sides of you, and the water beneath you so perfectly still it looks like a mirror. That image right there is why millions of people every single year make Norwegian fjords cruising one of the most booked travel experiences on the entire planet. But here is the thing most people do not realize. The Norwegian fjords are just one piece of a much bigger puzzle. A Northern Europe cruise gives you so much more, and today I am breaking down the top 10 reasons why you absolutely need to book one of these trips before you run out of excuses. Number 10. The sheer scale of natural beauty is unmatched anywhere else on Earth. We are talking about ancient glaciers, dramatic coastlines, dense forests, and those iconic fjords carved by glaciers over millions of years. Geiranger Fjord and Sognefjord are UNESCO World Heritage Sites for a reason. No photograph does them justice. You have to be there. Number 9. A single cruise can take you through multiple countries in one trip. On a typical Northern Europe itinerary, you might visit Norway, Denmark, Germany, Sweden, Estonia, Finland, and Russia, all in under 2 weeks. That kind of coverage by land would take months and cost a fortune. Number 8. The cities are extraordinary. Bergen in Norway is a living postcard with its colorful wooden houses along the Bryggen Wharf, another UNESCO site. Copenhagen is one of the happiest and most livable cities in the world. Tallinn in Estonia gives you a medieval old town that feels completely frozen in time. Every port stop is a destination in itself. Number 7. The midnight sun experience is something you will never forget. During summer sailings in these northern latitudes, the sun barely sets, sometimes not at all. Watching the sun hover above the horizon at midnight while you sail through a fjord is genuinely surreal and the kind of moment that redefines your perspective on the natural world. Number 6. The food and culture variety is incredible. In 1 week, you can eat fresh Norwegian salmon, Danish pastries that actually come from Denmark, German street food at a Hamburg market, and Estonian black bread in a centuries-old cafe. Northern Europe is culturally rich and remarkably diverse across relatively short distances. Number 5. These cruises are surprisingly accessible. The ships come into ports right in the heart of most cities, meaning you step off and you are already downtown. No long transfers, no complicated logistics. The cruise handles the hard parts, and you just show up and explore. Number 4. The wildlife opportunities are spectacular. Depending on your timing, you might spot puffins nesting along Norwegian cliffs, seals lounging on rocks, porpoises racing alongside your ship, and if you venture far enough north, you are in genuine polar bear territory. Wildlife watchers and nature photographers have a field day on these routes. Number 3. The history goes incredibly deep. Viking heritage is everywhere in Norway and Denmark. You can visit authentic Viking ship museums in Oslo that house vessels over 1,000 years old. The medieval architecture of Baltic cities tells stories of trade empires and conquests. Every cobblestone has a story attached to it. Number 2. The value compared to independent travel is genuinely hard to beat. Your accommodation, transportation between countries, most meals, and entertainment are all bundled into one price. Trying to replicate a 10-country Northern Europe trip independently would cost dramatically more and require a logistical effort most people simply do not have time for. Cruising removes all that friction. And the number 1 reason to book a Northern Europe and Norwegian fjords cruise is this. It changes how you see the world. There is something about sailing into a fjord with nothing but ancient rock, sky, and silence around you that strips everything back to basics. People come back from these trips genuinely altered. Their priorities shift. Their appreciation for natural beauty deepens. They talk about it for years. The fjords do something to people that beach resorts and city breaks simply cannot replicate. It is raw, majestic, and completely humbling in the best possible way. If any part of this list spoke to you, you already know what your next move should be. The good news is that Northern Europe cruises run from late spring through early autumn. Prices vary wildly depending on timing and ship, and there has never been a better time to start planning. Drop a comment below telling me which of these 10 reasons hit hardest for you, and if you want a full breakdown of the best ships, best routes, and best times to go, that video is coming very soon. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss it. See you in the next one.